Hello again, thanks for joining. So today we've got two wagons to have a look at, and they're both from Atlas, a model railroad company in America. However, both of these two models are made in China. I don't normally cover American stuff on this channel, but I do have a couple of bits and pieces of American rolling stock and locomotives in my collection, and I thought I'd take a look at these two wagons today. Both these two have been bought as second-hand models, but I actually don't think they've been out of the packaging, and I can definitely say that for the one at the top. The top one is called a coal bear, or just really a coal wagon. It's number 100137 in the Atlas range, and this one is in Nebraska Public Power livery. So I think this will be quite an interesting model to have a look at. The other one is an ACF 33,000 gallon tank car, and this one is Cumberland Corporation. It's number 1732-1 in the Atlas range. A very impressive and very long tanker. I think this is actually the older of the two models, so let's open this up first and we'll check out the model inside. So already this model is impressing. It's got some very delicate handrails on it and it looks very detailed as well, and it's got a bit of weight. Also in the box we have a set of couplings here. These aren't KD couplings, but we have those already fitted to the model, so it gives you the option to run these older style couplings if that's what you have. And yes, this tanker does look really impressive. The absolute fine detail in these handrails, which are all made of plastic, they are a bit pliable as well to take a few knocks, but they do look really good on this model. So at this end of the tanker we do have some writing on the end there. It's very clearly printed and a lot of railings, very nicely moulded. You of course don't get any buffers on an American wagon, so you just have the coupling hanging out the front here, and it's a typical kind of KD coupling. Some printing on the side here and some very fine little steps here, and also steps going up here. It's a separate piece that's been added on. And the main part of the wagon is actually a couple of pieces put together. You can see the little join going all the way along the length of the tanker. Printing is absolutely fantastic on this. We even have extra parts like this warning board put on and some more printing there, which is really small. And as we come down this end of the wagon, it's got a very similar setup to the first, but we do have the brake wheel up here, which is moulded really nicely too. And talking on top, the walkways are really nicely moulded, and I've already mentioned about the handrails, which look superb. And in the middle we have the filler dome, and that hatch looks really good as well. It almost looks as though it should open. I don't think it does, but it is so finely detailed, so finely moulded that it is very, very convincing. Looking underneath the car, there's not much here. There are some pipes moulded into the main piece of moulding and a couple of air tanks which are added on pieces. We do have a screw here to be able to take this apart if we need to, and then a couple of other screws at each end. The bogies are fixed on, I think, with plastic studs there, and they have metal wheels which are very free rolling, and those bogies look pretty good. Nice representation of springs on them. I do like the two-tone colour of the white and the black on this tank wagon, and I think overall this is a very impressive model. So let's move on to the other one. So the hopper wagon comes with instructions here. It's talking about putting supports inside the hopper if you want, but I'll show you in a minute that we actually have this fitted with coal from the factory. And here is a little bag with those supports in it. They're very fine mouldings and very easy to break those, so you're going to have to be careful. By default the wagon comes with KD, but you can obviously fit these ones in if you want. And here is the hopper wagon filled with coal. Very convincing load in this, and this wagon really impresses again with the quality of finish and the weight of it. At this end here we have the brake wheel and some more steps. These are very fine mouldings which have been added in. The steps are really fine down here as well. They could very easily break off. Fitted with KD couplings from the factory, and it's very similar bogies and very similar wheels which are very free rolling. They've got a bit of wobble on this bogie, but not too bad at all. The printing on the side of this is absolutely fantastic. So very clear. Even the white warning boxes down the side of it look absolutely great. There's no problem at all there in the printing. And we've got some really fine detail here on this end of the wagon. Obviously here we have the yellow end, which has got some pipe work, which is all moulded in very faithfully as extra parts. Some additional writing at the top there, and that is done very well as well. It looks as though the yellow has been printed onto the black. It's possibly a little bit fuzzy just at the top corner up there, but it's really not noticeable at all. Even inside this little hole here on the bottom of the chassis, it's still painted very well in that yellow. So they've done a really good job on that. The coal is fantastically detailed. I think that's really good. Probably one of the best representations of scale-sized coal I've seen in a long time. And underneath the wagon it's pretty plain here. We've got some ribs moulded in into this piece here. Looks like this is an extra piece that's been added in, and it's just held in with screws here on the bogies, I guess. So this is also a very impressive wagon. But let's see what both of these weigh. I'll put them on the scales and let you see. So the tanker weighs 165 grams. Put the hopper wagon on its side because it kept rolling off. It's 147 grams. So both of these Atlas wagons are very impressive. I'm really impressed with both the printing on them and the finish, as well as the weight, and the moulding is absolutely fantastic too. There's so much nice fine detail there. You've got very free running wheels, which is great, and you've got these two different options on the couplings. And with the hopper you have the choice of running it with the coal load, which is fantastic, or without with the bracing, which was in the spares bag. These really are top quality models of wagons, and I'm sure you're wondering how much these cost. Well, second hand I got both of these for £10 each, which I think is a fantastic price. I have seen these going for a bit more in the second hand market, maybe up to £15, maybe £20. But you can pick them up for £10 like what I did, and they are absolutely fantastic models. They're not brand new models out this year, they have been out for a while. I'm not exactly sure when these two came out, and the coal hopper is, I think, newer than the tank wagon. So they should be on the second-hand market, and if they're anything like this, they're definitely worth having if you model American railroads. So I would really recommend Atlas wagons if you're into American railway modelling. But what do you think about these wagons? Let me know in the comments below. And I hope you liked this video. I'll put one of these on the turntable so you can see all the way around. And in a moment an icon will appear. Just click on that and I'll see you there. That's it for this one. Thanks for watching. See ya.
So model trains, model worlds, choo choo, model trains, in tiny worlds, choo choo. So model trains, tiny trains, model worlds, choo choo, model trains, in tiny worlds, choo choo.